What's up, guys? It's September 30th, 2025. Tomorrow's October 1st. Tough half of the day. I only took one trade on the options account. I bought here and then it got crushed, so that was that. I'm not going to do too much trading this week and next week. I got a new job, and then once I'm done with training, which won't take long, I'll be back to normal. So I'll just do a little bit of training, and then I'm pretty excited because it's like one of those jobs where I can pick up shifts. It's not like a set schedule, so I can always just pick up shifts on the weekend and outside the market hours, which is what I've been looking for. So, anyways, with that being said, I don't even know if you guys care about that. Anyways, tough open. It was an expanding triangle. Um, then it sold off, and then we had a rally for the end of the day. The rally was pretty nice. I don't know if anyone stuck around for this rally because it was a tough open. I thought we were gonna go sideways for the rest of the day, but then bulls got the breakout. The monthly chart. Where's the weekly chart? Okay, weekly chart. We have what? Wednesday. Is today Tuesday? I don't even know if it's Tuesday or Wednesday today, to be fair with you. Yeah, today's Tuesday, so we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So far we have an inside bar. That means breakout mode. And yesterday or last week was a pullback. So we had 3 bars, pulled back, and now bulls are starting to rally, but it's still an inside bar. We have to get above last week's high. Daily chart looks pretty nice for that leg 1, leg 2 combo. It was a deep pullback, so that's not good. But the deep pullback had bad fall through, and then it became a 3-bar rally. So bulls' minimum objective is to get 1 tick above here and then keep going. Bear short down here, they short up here, they buy back shorts right around here, and then the market rallies. Or it doesn't, and this becomes higher low, lower high, and it sells off. But we don't really know. Right now the bulls are strong. We got some nice bull bars. On the bear case, bulls that buy up here are going to buy more lower because they're trapped now. The bulls buy up here, they buy more lower to get out break even. But the problem with this is they're not getting out break even. They're holding on. So bulls that average in from here to here are now making money. So we could be in a trading. We are in a trading range because there was a rally and a sell-off, but there's more bullish price action. And then we'll see what happens the last couple of days. See how this bar closes. You have gap down with follow through bar 1, follow through bar 2. Bar 1, good enough to get its own second leg, and it does small pullback on bar 2 and then sells off. Minimum objective is met. Then the market has a big bull bar closing on its high. Bad follow through with bar 4. Bar 4 has a tail. So that means that bulls tried to buy the high of 3, it filled them and then sold off. That's not good for the bulls because they're trapped and they're going to want to buy lower. Sells off, follow through bar 5. And then look at bar 6, small tail. So bears shorted here and then it rallied. So now bears are trapped down here. And just like these bulls who average in to avoid a loss, these bears are going to average in to avoid a loss. And they do. They actually make some money on bar 8. But follow through with bar 7. That it has a tail, but it is a bull bar. So we have 2 bear bars, a bull bar, 2 bear, 2 bull. And then we have a bear bar closing on slow shop. We got second leg. Deep pullback, train range behavior, 9 and 10. Look at the tails on 10, 11, 12, and 13. A lot of sellers above the EMA and buyers below the EMA. The market sells off. Leg 1, deep pullback, leg 2. We could even say 3 legs. Leg 1, pullback, leg 2, pullback, leg 3. Wedge bottom into support, and 14 is the nicest looking bear bar out of all these bars. Ends up being a better buy than a sell. If you're short down here, I think it's best to get out of shorts above as 15. If you can get out while 15 is being formed, that's the best. But if you don't get out when if you don't, make sure you get out when it's closed because that's it. This is 3 legs down, right around support. 15, bull bar closing outside, good follow through 17, first pullback, good follow through 16, first pullback 17, and then a second leg 18 and 19. Second leg traps are very common trading ranges. Make a new low, rallied, make a new high, sold off, new low, rallied, new high, sold off, new low, rallied to a new high. So we made a new high, probably gonna make a new low, and we do with bar 24. And then what happens? We rally to a new high. But second leg traps are common in trading ranges, like 1, pullback, like 2. There's more sellers. We're in a training range, and it sells off for 2 legs down. Leg 1, pull back. Leg 2, bar 26 is that second leg trap. 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Shot to get second leg down. And you could argue this is the second leg, a delayed second leg. Took 3 pushes up. But what I don't like about saying that's a second leg is that the high got taken out. So technically, if people had their stops right around here, they're gonna get stopped out. Some traders will have a 2R stop, and then they'll average in here and make money on the way down. But if we're staying on the topic of second leg traps, leg 1, pull back, leg 2, 26 and 27, second leg trap right around support again, and market rallies for 3 legs higher. If you're short around on 26 and you see bar 28, I think you got to get out because we're around the training range lows. 3-bar rally, or actually 4, 27, 28, 29, 30. First pullback is with these 3 bars, and you can see that if you actually faded, so 30, these are the first bear bars, but the first pullback was on this tail, or you could argue the tail on 30, and you could buy the low here and you get filled. If you bought the low here, you would make 1R before you lose 1R. So first pullback is within these 3 bars, and then it rallies for leg 1, pullback leg 2. There's enough momentum to get a small second leg here, leg 1, pullback leg 2, overall leg 3. Actually, it starts down here, leg 1, pullback leg 2, pullback leg 3. The legs are shrinking, wedge top, bad follow through at new highs. We get a 2-bar reversal because the market sells off and then rallies 39. More sellers at the highs, and then we get 3 legs down, leg 1, pullback leg 2, pullback leg 3. 40, bear bar closing on slow, follow through 41 and 42. Good follow through 43. 4 bear bars in a row. First pullback can be a good fade. UEC bar 43, and you sell the close of the bull bar, and you make 1 to 2R very quickly in 45. Puts us into a third leg, which also happens to be an inside bar. Leg 1, pullback leg 2, pullback leg 3. Inside bar right around the third leg, so I'd be cautious if you're short. Holding short around training range lows is tough, but you do make a little bit of money on 47, 48, and the tail is on 49, 50. Then the market starts to rally. 51, 52, 53. Nice gap. 54 is the first pullback. Don't know if I would take that. So looking at it, the chart's printed. Yes, I would take it. But if the chart was not printed, don't know if this would be some sort of test right here. Maybe I have to wait for follow through and then I'd end up missing it. So it's a hard read. Again, I don't like talking about I'd do this if I did that when the chart's already printed. But bear short down here, the short up here, you get filled on 54, and then you would make multiple times your R, or you could make 1.5 to 2R. However you decide to hold or trail your stop would work nicely. 53 through 57, 53 through 57, 3 bull bars in a row. Bear short down here, and they actually don't get a break even opportunity, which is forcing them to buy back shorts at a loss. Again, we have another bear bar 61. They try and short that, and they can't get out at break even. Unless they're taking like 4 or 5 contracts, they're not going to get out at break even. Usually they double their position, so if they 1 contract, 2 contracts, no break even, they're going to have to exit. Again, that's how trends are formed, is when the trap side is forced to exit, and you can see that happening here. Bears are forced to exit, causing this rally. 50% pullback's not even happening, so it's a strong rally because 50% pullback's pretty common. That's why I trade it, and this is the most common pullback, and it's not happening, so we know the rally's strong. And if the rally's too strong, limit order pools won't be able to get in, so there won't be enough buying. So just keep that in mind. But nonetheless, this is not an inside bar, but it's close to an inside bar. We're getting into a climactic leg. Leg 1, pullback leg 2, pullback leg 3. We have a trend line break on 70. So you could say it actually starts down here. Bear is short up here. They see the tail on 73 and believe that's the start to a bear spike, so they short more and they avoid a loss on 75, buying back shorts, causing a last minute rally. 76, 77, climactic, biggest bars since pretty much 15, 16. I think let's see. Bigger than that, and it's about the same size as bar 16, but that was very early in the day. This is late in the trend, so if you're holding long, I think it's okay to get out on the high of 76, and if you're tough and hold through this, definitely get out right around here. And if you're still long when you see 78, you got 5 minutes of the day closes, just call it a good day because you caught the majority of the rally. So I hope you guys had a good day. Hope you didn't get too caught up in the morning in the morning trading range. And yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Looking forward to everything. Thank you for your time, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.